I'm live now. Beautiful little swamp scene right next to the interstate. Welcome viewers. Let's allow everybody to come over from Dan's Share-a-thon. My name is Marvin LeBlanc and I'm giving you a little morning swamp view. Yes, I hope I can get this in here, but right here, I don't know if you can see it, but do you see this spider web? That spider's working hard right there, and I hope you can see that spider web. So this is a Perry 10K Share-a-thon. My name is Marvin LeBlanc. Let me go ahead and turn to the sun, or at least to the side, so at least I can see a little bit. So what I'm doing right now is I stopped the car because I was in a commute, and guess what? You don't ever want to commute, you don't ever want to do a Periscope while you're driving. So I'm sorry that I can't really see the comments because of the sunshine. However, we are still going to deliver some unbelievable content down a lonesome road. How about that? Down a lonesome road in Cajunville. So let's begin, shall we? Okay, guys, can you see me all right? Because I can see the comments right now. Can you see me and hear me? Here we go, Katya. Number one thing whenever you want to consider using Periscope is, number one, prepare your thoughts before you go on to a Periscope broadcast. Write your thoughts down, and write your thoughts down every single time. Also, keep those notes because you're going to need to refer back to those notes on a regular basis. The second thing is I always have a notebook with me whenever I'm listening to broadcasts, and I'm constantly taking notes. But then the second point number one is to prepare your thoughts and prepare your notes every time before you get on a broadcast. Number two is, do you set a Periscope study appointment? That's right. You actually set an appointment with yourself to sit down with those notes and see what those notes bring to you in the form of value and meaning. Otherwise, you're not going to leverage your time. You're just getting entertained, but you're not getting educated, and you're not moving into massive action. And so the training is meaningful if you apply the massive action into it. So number one, prepare your thoughts before you do a Periscope. Number two, prepare for a Periscope study appointment. That means you set aside time on your planner for you to read those notes and apply it to your business vision. The number three is to practice. You know, Bobby Knight, the great Indiana Hoosiers basketball coach, said, everybody wants to win a national championship, but nobody wants to come to practice. That means practice in your car, practice moving your mouth, practice what your message is, okay? Practice alliteration like I'm just doing right now, okay? So that you can get your message over. Learn to be a repetitive teacher so that they can have the content comprehensively get inside their mind, because the average adult experience only retains 10 to 12% of a 15-minute message. That's also the reason why I'm always writing notes and going back. And this is outdoors. So anyhow, here's the next thing. Have you all been to a concert? I'm talking about a crazy concert where, I mean, the rock star is jamming and it's the end of the concert. There's thousands of people in the audience. You know, he might have thrown his guitar out in the audience. He might have crushed his guitar on stage. And then he just takes a leap and just jumps off the stage into the hands of the audience. I want you to feel that image. I want you to see that image where you raise your hands and you just let yourself go into the audience. Well, that's what a Periscope session should be like. it's like an experience where you're going to give everything you can. You're going to serve that audience, and you're going to throw yourself into that audience, and you're going to invite them into your world. Like at the end of a Periscope session, you don't have to get silly, but you could say, hey, Google me at marvinleblanc.com if you want to know my world. Now, pretty much anybody can Google Marvin LeBlanc and find me and get in touch with me and get my free blog or get my books or get my online training or get my private coaching. But the key thing is to make yourself available by giving first great content. You must give great content. A sense of humor is really important. For those that you were on yesterday's broadcast, you know that I have a coffee cup that says, if you're too busy to laugh, you're too damn busy. So you have to be likable, okay? Nobody has ever got shot right through the iPhone because they're doing a Periscope. So you got to give of yourself. You got to take some chances. You got to try some new stuff. I didn't really expect to be broadcasting right here on the side of the road, but I was blessed by this unbelievable, beautiful swamp scene that I got back here. Okay? And so I just let life happen, guys. And so it's not perfect, but guess what? It's real. It's real, and people want real. So this is about, I think I'm about 7 or 8 minutes into my talk. You know why? Because I've done so many of these, I can kind of feel it, although I'm not looking at a timer. I believe I'm probably 1 to 2 minutes out before our next speaker. Do you know who our next speaker is? Her name is Lisa Swanson. She's at Lisa Swanson Fit. That's very easy to remember. Lisa Swanson Fit. I need to know whenever you go live. So I know Steph with an F is watching. When she goes live, okay, she's not scoping today. So am I last, Steph? Excellent. Okay, so because I'm last, I'm still not going to run too far over. But what I want you to know today is a beautiful October sunny day. And we have low humidity here in South Louisiana. But we've also had a hell of a lot of flooding. And so you have to take the bad with the good. There's a lot of times when you have a good day, you don't really stop long enough to appreciate the great day. So what I'm trying to communicate on this last message is for you to be grateful in the bad days and remember to be grateful in the good days, okay? And take it all. Everything is a phase. If you're going through a shit phase, guess what? It's not going to stay a shit phase unless you choose to stay in that phase. If you're around toxic relationships, okay, you can work yourself out of those toxic relationships, but you got to want to, and you're going to have to try to change something. Now, in excessive cases of abuse and held against will, okay, that's probably so extreme that I guess I'm not talking about those people because they can't help themselves enough. But what I'm telling you is there's enough people out there that love you. There's enough people that has been through hell and back that are willing to help you. But you gotta want to be helped, and you gotta want to do something with the message. So are you willing to write down your notes before you do a Periscope? Or are you willing to fumble to where your Periscopes aren't perfect, but you don't care because you know that I love you and God loves you? Are you willing to set up little Periscope study appointments where you get by yourself, get away from those kids, give yourself quality time, and study the notes that you took from all of these great speakers, not just today, but every day? Are you willing to practice to conquer your discomfort? If you cannot and refuse to practice to conquer your discomfort, it's not going to work out for you. You're still going to be stuck on stupid, okay? And lastly, and that is to visualize yourself as a rock star that throws themselves into the audience, because the way I see it on Periscope is my job is to throw myself into the audience with value, And whoever wants to come to my dinner table, I ask them with permission-based marketing if they want to be involved with what I teach and do as I continue to help people that want to become high performers. So that's what I am. I'm a high performance expert. That's what I do. I professionally speak. I'm an Amazon writer, best-selling author, and all I'm obsessed with is high performance, period. High performance. If you say, well, Marvin, I feel good about being a low performer, then you probably shouldn't follow me because I don't know anything about low performance. So that's my message today. It's time for us to get off, and I always end by saying I'm Marvin LeBlanc, your favorite South Louisiana Cajun that wishes you peace, that wishes you love, and as always, baby, what? I wish you a bowl of gumbo, darling. Who's your daddy? Y'all take care now. I love you. Take care. Thanks for everything you do. Bye-bye.